Guys, welcome back to the channel. I want to do a quick review here today about ADA and their max supply. So there's been a little bit of FUD in the Reddit channels and on the other YouTube channels and stuff like that about what's going to happen with ADA when it reaches this max supply. So right now the current supply is around 31 billion, and it has a max supply of 45 billion. So basically, when you stake your ADA, you're getting paid a 5% return. That 5% return comes from the ADA minting new coins every day to pay that 5% so that everyone secures the network. It's a monetization, so you can secure the network and we can process transactions in a decentralized way. So eventually we're going to stake and stake and stake that 5%, and it's going to end up to 45 billion. So what happens when you get to the end of 45 billion? Well, they expect, the biggest thing is to worry about when this is going to happen. It's hard to say as far as how many transactions are happening and how often they're happening and stuff like that. So it's hard to say exactly when this supply is going to be reached, but it's estimated that it's going to be year 2130. So that's a long time from now. That's not something that we really have to worry too much about right now. But even then, once it reaches that supply, which can always change. That's the other thing too, is that right now it's at 5%. Let's say we get up to, let's say, 38 billion and ADA gets to almost $100 a coin. Well, all of a sudden 5% return on a pile of coins that you might have right now, if 5% return at $100 a coin, that's a lot more, than you really think it is right now. They can always have a governance vote, and that's what's nice about a coin like this. Charles is thinking about the future. They can always push out a vote that'll say basically we can change rewards from 5% to 2.5% because obviously the price of the coin went up. So these people that are staking are getting a lot more of a return as far as like the US dollar is concerned, but not so much in the crypto world. So there's always a vote that can change that to 2.5%, even 2%, 1%. They can have it gradually come down. That's something that you can vote on with the governance. So, this could prolong this number to almost 22, 23, year 2,400 if you really wanted to drop those rewards down as the price went up, so that technically you're still kind of getting the same return on your money. It just kind of depends on how you value that return, whether it's US dollars, the yen, or the euro, or who knows what other currency we have at that time. So it's not a big concern, but it is an issue. But this is an issue that all coins face. With Bitcoin, you have they raise the difficulty as it gets closer and closer to the end, which costs more money, but you are rewarded more money. And of course, if a lot of people can't afford, to run, and the difficulty will drop as the miners turn off to make sure that the network is always secure, because it'll lower the difficulty so that more people will join in, you know what I mean? So it doesn't get astronomically expensive. If the price of BTC is not astronomical, then there has to be kind of a give and take. But Cardano is a POS coin, so it won't have that problem. But a lot of this will go, this will and can change with the governance issues. Another thing is that even once we reach a supply, let's just say we do, in the future, whenever it is, then what happens is right now the transaction fees for ADA are roughly 1.6 or 0.16 to 0.17 ADA. So at current prices, it's around 27 cents US. You can imagine if Cardano is $100 a coin times 0.17, let's say, you go like $17 per coin per transaction if ADA was $100. But things go crazy. Look at Ethereum. Ethereum was at $1 at one point, and now look at it. You know what I mean? It's grown exponentially. Let's say ADA gets to $1,000 a coin. We don't really know about the U.S. inflation, and that's a big thing. If it continues the way it's going, ADA hitting $1,000 is not an issue. Just simple inflation. So that times, let's say 0.17, you're looking at $170 per transaction. But a gallon of gas might be $1,000 at that point. It's kind of hard to say with inflation. There's way too many variables, especially when you're talking about 21.45 or something like that. So there's no reason to worry. There's no reason to be concerned about when we reach max supply or anything like that. There's a good chance that most of us listening to this video won't be around. So that's a long time from now. So thanks for watching, guys. Give me a like, thumbs up, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Audio sounds good, better today, or what? Let me know. Thanks.